Would you like to do an 8 ankle pose with me? Sure you would. And even if you think you cannot, you can. Let's get to it. So what you'll need today is a block, and if you do not have a block, then you could probably get a stack of books like what's underneath my little beautiful fake plant over here. So just grab a stack of books, or a block if you've got one, or something that's, sturdy like that, and let's get to it. So we are starting in Virasana, and Virasana is where you are just sitting on your shins. If that is not very comfortable for you, you can take your block and just kind of tuck it between between your legs, and that gives you a little bit more space, a little bit more lift. It feels better on your knees. But if this still is not working for you because maybe you've got some knee issues like I sometimes do with my right knee, no big deal. Just sit in a nice, easy, comfortable seat, maybe with your legs crossed. And let's just go ahead and take a nice deep breath just to lengthen out our spine to get started today. And just release that breath. Beautiful. Let's do that one more time. We're just going to inhale up, maybe allowing our shoulders to come up and roll and come back down. And then just exhale out. Beautiful. Allowing your hands to come down beside both of your hips. Just inhale up. Our arms pacing the inhale, touching at the top, and then just exhaling and having your hands come down in front of you. So what that does is it kind of puts us in the perfect placement for a tabletop position. So I'm just moving around a little bit so that you can see me. And from our tabletop position, let's just lengthen out our legs and arms in alternating positions. So we'll take our left arm and reach it out, and our right leg, and just see how far you can extend it. If your knee's a little bit bent, that's fine, but try to have it nice and lengthened out, maybe even flexing your foot. Beautiful. And then just place your hand down and your knee back down, and let's take that to the other side. So we'll have our right arm extended this time and our left leg. Again, flexing your foot might help stabilize a little bit more. Excellent. And then place your hand and your knee back down. So I love to work with progressions, and with that being said, we're going to kind of do a few more things here. So we will inhale our left arm and right leg again, lengthening them out. And then as you exhale, just see if you can bend your knee, bend your elbow, and bring them underneath your torso. Maybe they touch. It's okay if they don't. Inhale, lengthening again, and exhaling to touch. One more time. Inhaling to lengthen, and exhaling to touch. And then place your hand and your knee down, and then let's take it to the other side. So we're lifting up our right arm again, left leg, inhaling and lengthening out, exhaling to touch, inhaling to lengthen, exhaling to touch. Ooh, a little bit of a balance challenge too. Inhaling to lengthen, and exhaling to touch. Beautiful. And then one more progression if you would like to try it. If not, no big deal. You can totally just keep doing what we just did. But if you'd like to layer on one more progression, then as we lengthen out our left arm, right leg, which is what we started with on each of these series, you're inhaling and lengthening. You're going to exhale, touch underneath. And then if you'd like to, just wrap around, grabbing your foot. And for an extra little bonus, an extra beautiful quad stretch, just press your foot into your hand. Excellent. So that's what we're going to do. So if you're ready, extend your left arm, right leg, inhaling, exhaling underneath, and wrap around. pressing your foot into your hand. Beautiful, and release. So let's take that to the other side. Right arm extended, left leg extended, inhaling and lengthening out, exhaling underneath, and reach around. You might find that one side is a little bit easier to do than the other, and just remember to press your foot into your hand. You get a little bit more lift and a lot more stretch on that quad. Excellent job. So coming from here, just take a little bit of a nice cat-cow. So just inhaling, dropping your belly down toward the floor, lifting your chin just a little bit if that feels good for your neck. Exhaling, rounding your back, pressing your palms into the floor. Inhaling again, dropping your belly, lifting your chin. Exhale, round your back, dipping your chin towards your chest. Beautiful. And then just extend your legs, finding a beautiful plank position. Beautiful. Go ahead and lift your hips up toward the ceiling in that beautiful downward facing dog, just adjusting your feet if you need to. And maybe even just pedaling out your knees, walking the dog, as they say. Your chest pressing toward your thighs. They, of course, won't touch, but that just allows your back to be a little bit straighter. Excellent. Let's take one beautiful breath here. And just sigh it out. Looking up towards your hands, and just walk or step or even hop to the front if you'd like to. And just inhale all the way up. And exhale your hands down. Beautiful. So what we're finding ourselves in is Tadasana. That's mountain pose. And just allow your chin to be maybe a slight bit up from its usual spot, just a little bit up. Spreading out your fingers. Maybe on your next inhale, just allow your shoulders, to go up and back and down like we've done before. Excellent. And just stay here for 1 or 2 breaths. Feeling your ribs expand, maybe your collarbones rising a little bit as you breathe in. Beautiful. So when you're ready, just take a beautiful inhale. Maybe your knees bend, arms are coming up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, just sliding your hands up your shins towards your knees. Back flat like a little diving board. Exhaling your hands down and pressing your right foot back. Excellent. And just go ahead and allow your knee to come down toward the ground. Always modify if you have sore knees or stiff knees. You can have a blanket underneath. And then when you're ready, just kind of tap your fingers if you'd like to let them know they're about to do something. And then just lift your hands up. Beautiful low lunge here. And so what we're doing is just allowing our front hip area to get a nice stretch. Just opening it up because we are going to do that 8 angle pose. Excellent. And then just exhale down, hands touching, and then inhale right back up. Beautiful. And just exhale again, this time tucking your toes in the back, lifting up your knee. Beautiful. And then just take your left foot, maybe heel toe it out just a little bit, and send it to the back as well. So we're back in a plank pose. How about that? And then raise your hips again. Adjust your feet if you would like to. Pressing your chest towards your thighs again. And just take a beautiful inhale, nice exhale here. And then just walk your feet towards your hands one more time. Inhaling all the way up. And exhale to Tadasana, mountain pose again. Such a beautiful pose, so grounding. And just sense the earth underneath, the power. Maybe just one more breath here. We're not in a hurry. Beautiful. And then again, next inhale, bending your knees, sending your arms upward, and then exhale, forward fold. Same as we did last time. Inhale, your hands up your shins, halfway lift. Exhaling your hands down. This time though, we're stepping our left foot back. When you feel like it's in a good spot, just drop your knee, flatten out your feet. Oh my goodness, I have cats, and I feel like I've got a cat on me with all of this cat fur. So again, like last time, just tap your fingers if you'd like to kind of signal them that you're about to lift them up. And then inhale your arms up. Exhale, send them forward toward the mat, just tapping gently. Inhaling back up. Just really stretching out that front of the hip again. This time, as you exhale, hands come down just like last time. Heel toe your right foot out. Tucking your toes in the back to lift that knee up and send your toes, your right foot back rather. So we're finding ourselves in like our third or fourth plank. What is with me today? Sending your hips up one more time. And then walking your feet back toward the front one more time. So from here, just allow yourself to do another beautiful inhale up. This time we're exhaling down, and we're just going to go ahead and take our knees to the ground as well. And then we're going to grab our block or our big stack of books that are super sturdy. You know, like those big coffee table books. 4 inches, it's all you need. And so from here, we will just come and rest a hip. In this case, it's my right, it's probably your left. So we're just resting a hip on the block. And with any angle pose, I would show you how it is done without the block, except I can't do that. And what I like to do is find a way to make these poses work for me. And you know, I like to be able to do them too. So what we're gonna do is have our hand behind our front leg, and then the leg that's in the back is going to just kind of come up like this. You have to kind of play around with this. There's not like a magic exact spot to put everything, especially if it's your first time doing it. So you just play around. I will say this, your hands do not need to be like this. Spread out those fingers, okay? Press into the fingertips. You want to lift your knuckles because they are in essence going to be your feet. And if you think about it, your feet are not 100% on the ground. You know, your toe joints lift up. So that's the idea with that. So we have our base. We're pressing in with our fingers. My knuckles are lifted. Then extend your legs, and you're doing 8-angle pose. Ha! So we'll take that to the other side because you always need to balance out. Just coming onto that block or that stack of big, huge coffee table books that you've got. About 4 inches off the ground is all you need. Your bottom leg is going to be in front of your hand on this side. Back leg is going to come up over your tricep area, above your elbow. Cross your feet. Plant your hands, dig in with those fingertips. Ooh, I gotta work on this side. Whew. All right. So you can certainly practice that some more. I know I will be. I had to come on and do this video because it was my first time doing it and I wanted to share. So, earlier this morning I had to make a video about it. So just placing that block to the side, just come back in to your beautiful tabletop pose. That is just the perfect pose for just about anything. It's so great to layer on. Just peek back, allow your toes to touch in the back. And then if you would like to, just take child's pose with your knees close together, or yogi's choice. Allow your knees to spread apart to give you a little bit more room here, and just come down. And we're actually going to end our practice like this today, forehead resting on the floor. Just take a few breaths. And just acknowledge that you did a really cool job today, doing something that maybe you thought you couldn't do. 8-angle pose. And maybe just take one more breath. And exhale out. And then slowly allow yourself to come back to that starting position of Virasana. Maybe use that block underneath if you would like. That really felt good. So just allow yourself to have those hands coming down by your hips again. And just inhaling all the way back up. That beautiful sun breath I like so much. And exhale your hands down to heart center. And just say to yourself, may I be happy. May I be healthy. And may I be free from fear and worry. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste. That was awesome. Please like, subscribe, and even share a picture of you doing this and tag me in it. You know how to do that.